Hey everybody, I'm sitting in my favorite place in my bench in my bathroom. I'm hotter than fish grease right now. Um, as many of you know, I live in Southern California, and we've had our moratorium going on since the pandemic began, since March of last year, and I own a rental property. Um, I have to vent right now because I'm just, I feel that I'm a good person, and I try to give everybody benefit of the doubt, but this year has been hard on me, and this tenant has really taken me to the edge. So right before the pandemic began, my tenant was starting to get behind on the rent, and of course the moratorium kicks in, and no eviction. I have a property management company, very good property management company. They asked my tenant for paperwork regarding COVID, never turned any paperwork. Um, Talked to the property management company, told them, let's work with him. Let's try to work with him. Let's see how much this person can pay. Never got back to me. He's just paying whatever he want. 1 month he paid $275. Let me put it this way. I'm a person that's really good with money, and I had money saved. That money is now gone. I had money specifically saved for if anything went wrong with my condo. Of course, when a renter pays every month, of course, a landlord or property owner gets a little bit of profit. I don't get a lot of profit, but I get a little bit that I will put to the side in case there's any repairs or anything. Because of this person not paying, I actually had a deficit out of my regular income every month. I'm not blaming anybody. I know that I'm the property owner. I know that there are things that I'm supposed to do. And I know that there are a lot of people out there who are out of work because this pandemic has hit a lot of people really hard. But there are people that are taking advantage. It's been a year. That's a long time to not receive any profit to save to help your tenant if anything goes wrong with your property. Okay, that's a long time. But I've been footing the bill. I've been footing the bill. I go to work. I pay my mortgages. I do what I'm supposed to do. I understand it's a pandemic. Every month, my property management is giving this dude a 3-day notice, a 15-day notice, and then he decides, oh, I'm going to pay something. January hits. He pays a big lump of money. So I guess he thinks he's doing something good. No, that big lump sum of money he paid for the rest of his rent for October 2020, November 2020, December 2020, and a partial payment on his January 2020 rent. When he made a payment in February, that payment went to the rest of the rent in January and a partial payment for February. He paid something in March and so forth. So he paid a big old chunk of money in January, but he's just circling back down into a deficit again. So March hits. Now, mind you, I just told you I've gone through my savings. Got to call out a plumber. He has drains that are clogged and the garbage disposal is broken. Okay, so I asked the property management company, take pictures. I lived in my condo for 12 years. Not once was any drain clogged in my condo. And I don't understand why the garbage disposal keeps going out every year. So I'm like, you guys are going to have to do something about this. So today, I just happened to be working from home. Thank God I happened to be working from home because I was so mad. So I was on my way into another room to do something real quick. And they called and they go, Precious, the tenant says there's no hot water. He says the water's on. And yeah, the water's on because I pay the HOA every month. And the gas is on. So they think it's the pilot's out in the water heater. I said, so there's instructions on the water heater and he should go light the pilot. I'm a single woman. I lived in that condo. I would like the pilot. If the pilot didn't work, I would go next door. I had a married man that lived on either side of me. I said, hey, dude, I'm trying to light the pilot. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Can you help me? Be a man. Be a man. When I lived in that condo, I would change the tail lights out of my car because I didn't want to go to a dealership and spend a lot of money. Grow up. You need to learn how to do things. The property management lady told me, and she's very sweet. She goes, well, I tried to walk him through it, but how can I say this? And so I said it first. I said, he's an idiot. When he first moved there, he called the property management company because the oven light went out. And I said, go buy a bulb. The HVAC system went out. Christmas Eve 2016. Understood. 2 days later it was a brand new HVAC system on the top of the condo, 2-story condo. When the HVAC system went out, it was raining, it was cold, and I apologized. I went by, I brought a heater. I felt bad. This dude calls me on the phone. He said, well, the guy was here, the HVAC went out. What are you going to do? And I said, well, they're going to put a brand new HVAC on it. He's going to be there. I think it was like Monday to put it on. How come they can't do it now? They don't have a system in their car. He really thought they had a whole HVAC system sitting in his truck. No, no, fool. They have to order a crane and they have to order the system because maybe this is not common sense, but a lot of HVAC systems are built based on the square footage of the property that you live in. So they have to order the HVAC system and they have to order a crane and they have to lift the crane and they have to put the HVAC system on top of the house and connect it and make sure it's working right. So no, HVAC companies do not have a whole heater and air conditioning system sitting in the back of their truck. He literally asked that. Literally. And act like I was a slumlord. He got an HVAC in 2 days. I say that's hell of a great. Hell of a great. I guess a couple of months later, he called the property management company and said that the air conditioning wasn't working. And I said, oh my God, me and a property management company are like, oh my God, it's not working. Oh no, it's like, that's a new system. They got to come out. I called the company. They're in shock. So I said, hey, I call them. I said, they're going to come out. Will you be home between these hours? Well, no, I have to sleep as I work at night. I said, well, I understand, but you want the air conditioner run. He turns around and he says to the property management company, oh, it wasn't an HVAC system. One of the Edison things blew down the street. Wasn't considerate enough to call and tell the property management company that it wasn't the electricity in the condo. It wasn't an HVAC system. It was an Edison problem. This is the kind of person that I'm dealing with. So back to the water heater. And so the property management lady said, well, you're not going to send anybody out. I was like, hell to the no, I'm not sending nobody out. I said, I'm a grown woman and I could light the pilot. I said, and let me tell you something else, you guys. I used to work for a utility company in California. I said, he can call the gas company and they will come out for free to light the pilot. And if it's something wrong with the water heater, like the thermocouple, this dude probably doesn't even know what a thermocouple is. I said, they will fix it. I said, you mean to tell me he pays gas every month and he doesn't know what type of services that his local utility offers? This is what I'm dealing with. And I said, this is the end of the line. And they said, what are you going to do? I said, well, I guess he's not going to have any hot water. I said, since his water's running and the stove is working, he can get a pot of water and heat it on the stove. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you know how badly I want to curse right now? But I love my God. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. I love my God. I don't know who raised this man, but he needs to grow a pair. He really does. You can't light up water heater, and it's possible. It's very plausible that maybe the water heater is not going to light. But I have a feeling he just doesn't want to try to light the water heater. So I'm going to get off this video. I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to woosah. I'm going to woosah. And I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my evening. Got to take a shower. And then I'm going to make sure I have on BET to watch Sisters, because I want to know what's going on with Zach, Karen, Fatima, and the preacher dude that Karen's messing with, and Andy. I'm just going to watch my show tonight. And I guess I don't know if he's going to have hot water. Anytime anything has needed to be fixed, I'm like, yes, go ahead and fix it. When he pays rent, take it out, or I have something in reserves right there for him to pay. He has taken everything after this, and I'm very good with money. He has drained me because I've had to foot the bills. I've had to do it, and it's tiring. And I've been trying to be understanding, but today was the straw that broke the camel's back. Today, I just couldn't believe that he had the property management call me about the water heater, the pilot light. And I pray that it's just a pilot. I really do. And it could be a thermocouple. Again, you call the gas company, they come out one time, they will fix it one time, but you got to call them. You can't. I I don't understand, and I don't comprehend, and I don't want to say this generation, because every individual in every generation is not the same. There are many people that are millennials that are very independent and capable of taking care of themselves. I just think it's the way this person was raised. And I think he's one of those people that think that society owes him something. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. No, your mama and your daddy don't owe you nothing. You might think you're getting the raw deal. My mother struggled with 2 children. There were many days the water got cut off. My mother be like, the water gonna get cut off today. We will hurry up and pour water into pots and pans, whatever heated up, store it. And 2 days later, when the water got cut back on, we were good. But you learn how to deal with it. You learn how to deal with situations. Basically, him calling a property management company and him being a man is a man calling a woman to fix his stuff. And that is unacceptable. Don't do that. I am a woman. You are a man. Period. Figure it out. If I figure it out, you can. I asked the property management company, I said, does he want to call? Well, he doesn't want to pay for a plumber. I said, well, I'm not paying for a plumber. That he could call the gas company. Call the gas company. If they come out and say, hey, this water heater is a garner, the landlord, me, is going to figure out how to put a water heater in there. But first, figure out what the hell is going on before you call me out. Most likely, it's probably a pilot light. The water heater is 11 years old. I had a brand new one put in there in 2011. It could be a thermocouple. Sometimes the thermocouple goes out. Figure it out. And then once you figure it out and you see is something still wrong, hey, we're going to deal with it. We're going to fix it. But don't call a property management company because your pilot light went out, or a light bulb went out in your oven. And all you have to do is simply go get a new light bulb or try to light the pilot. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, it's going into 15 minutes on this video. I'm out. I'm going to say this. Have peace within yourself and be peaceable with others. And I am going to try my best to do that. Have a good evening.